Howdy, howdy, listeners. This is your host, Random Nerd, on the Critical Thinking Nerd podcast. You're listening to Episode 7, Part 2, the companion to Episode 7, Part 1, in the Positive Masculinity series. The main focus is men, but we'd be lying if we pretended that women aren't carrying their own deep wounds into the so-called battle of the sexes. So this one is for you, women listening in who have been hurt, disappointed, or let down, and who might be building a life around that pain without realizing it. Segment 1. Hurt that turned into armor. When you've been hurt enough times, it's natural to build armor, telling yourself you don't need anyone, expecting abandonment so it doesn't shock you, assuming men will lie, cheat, or bail sooner or later, deciding vulnerability is dangerous so you survive instead of connect. This armor kept you safe at one time. The problem is, it also keeps good things out. It can make you punish honest men for someone else's sins. It can turn wisdom into bitterness. Questions to think over. If you're honest, what kind of armor do you wear? Sarcasm, perfectionism, emotional distance, constant testing. What would happen if you put that armor down for one day? Who would you be afraid might hurt you? Segment 2. Common wounds women carry. Every woman has her own story, but some patterns are common. Father wounds: absent, angry, addicted, emotionally distant, or inconsistent. Messages like, "You're not worth staying for," or "You're only loved when you perform." Mother wounds: critical, controlling, or emotionally unstable. Messages like, "You're always too much or not enough," or "Your feelings are inconvenient." Romantic wounds: cheating, ghosting, breadcrumbing, emotional manipulation. Messages like, "I'm easy to replace," or "Love means I will be used." Community and church wounds: being blamed for men's behavior, being silenced when you spoke about abuse, being told to forgive and forget without any real change. These wounds can quietly turn into inner vows. You will never depend on a man again. You will never let anyone see you weak. You will always be the one in control. Questions to think over. Which category stings the most for you? What inner vow do you suspect might be driving some of your choices? Segment 3. What healing is not for women. Healing is not pretending he didn't hurt you. Healing is not minimizing abuse or wrongdoing. Healing is not automatically reconciling or going back. Healing is not forcing yourself to trust someone who hasn't earned it. Healing also is not living your whole life as a case against one person or one group. Healing also is not making your pain your entire personality. Healing also is not broadcasting every detail online to people who don't care about your soul. Healing is a long, often messy process of grieving what you lost or never had. Healing is a long, often messy process of letting yourself feel what you were told was too much. Healing is a long, often messy process of letting go of the belief that your pain is the truest thing about you. Segment 4. First steps of healing for women. 3 starting moves. 1. Tell the unedited story once to yourself. Write it down. This is what actually happened, and don't clean it up to protect whomever or yourself. Let your younger self speak on the page. 2. Differentiate between him and all men. Name specific names and situations instead of saying men always. Example, your ex lied and cheated is different from every man lies and cheats. This doesn't excuse anyone. It just keeps you from sentencing half the planet for one person's crimes. 3. Ask what the wound has cost you. How has this pain shaped who you pick, how you quickly attach, or how quickly you run? How has it shaped how you view yourself, your worth, your body, your future? Quiet faith doorway. If there is a God who sees every tear and every injustice, healing might not mean pretending it's okay. It might mean letting someone else hold the parts you can't fix. You don't have to accept that now, but you're allowed to hope that your pain is not invisible. Segment 5, a 7-day gentle healing practice. For the next 7 days, 1. Pick one wound you're ready to look at, just a little. 2. Each day, choose one of these prompts. What did you need back then that you didn't get? If you could speak to the younger you in that moment, what would you say to her? What have you believed about yourself because of this? And is it actually true? What have you believed about men because of this? And is it fully fair? What have you believed about God because of this? And are you open to reconsidering that? Where have you hurt others because you were operating from this wound? What one small act of kindness can you show yourself today that you didn't receive back then? 3. If you can, share one insight with a trusted friend, mentor, counselor, or faith leader, not for drama, but for witness. In closing, this was episode 7, part 2, Healing the Heart Behind the Walls. The goal here isn't to rush you, diagnose you, or tell you to move on. The goal is to ask whether these strategies that kept you safe in the past are now keeping you stuck in the present. As this series continues, through shame, forgiveness, identity, masculinity, femininity, faith, and family, the invitation for both men and women is the same. You are wounded. That matters. But it doesn't have to be the last word on who you become. Until next time, stay reflective, stay grounded, and maybe ask yourself, if your healing started with one honest step this week, what would that step be? For truth, transparency, and fairness. If you found this episode meaningful, please continue to listen to my next episode as I dive deeper and research further to share my knowledge with you. Thank you.